Yes, no.
Because I already know what it requires.
Now, hold on. You know I'm gonna let you drive my car. I might give you some money too.
Oh my God.
Come on, hold on. Every camera is on me as I'm smoking a cigarette. Y'all are so kind to my public.
It's on you?
All of them. It's okay.
Hey, everybody. Jesus Christ.
Oh, who's he say I already put it in all my groups? I love her. I need to go live and watch him. But actually, I'm going to still post my link because I want some people to log into my YouTube. Because I need to get monetized and shit.
This stuff pissed me off. I don't know what's up with this memory card. Just talking about the memory card is right protected, so I probably got to go and get a new adapter. So I have to go there and probably go to Family Dollar down the street.
Oh, he had to do that before. But it's a little thing on there that you can switch, right?
Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, it's not.
It's not letting you do it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me run down the street real quick.
Hi. I am really trying to see swipe left to your comments. I hope it is not.
Well, you guys, Houngan has to go down the street real quick to get a memory card. So there's going to be a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
So if you want to go get a sandwich or something, get a snack, or you can just watch me and Peach kick the shit.
And pregame.
Exactly. Because
pregame. I'm still switching clothes. I need to go to my Facebook page. Really, we can. Tell you what.
You think we need some of those lights from the back? Studio lighting. I'm gonna go grab some because the sun is definitely gonna go down more.
Hey. All right. Here I come, Osun. What else is
Just another one of these.
What about the ring light?
I'm not a big. I don't feel like the ring light does anything specific for recording. That's just.
I mean,
I need a power strip too. Do you see one back there?
let me go look. Right behind you, there's a light.
Yeah, but we're gonna
It
need.
would be in this back room.
It would be plugged into something somewhere.
Okay, I see one. That is plugged.
Not under that shelf. That's gonna be too hard to get.
What shelf?
The one on. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I got one in my office. Never mind. Okay.
We should have an extension cord.
Ooh. You hot?
Am I hot?
Peach, now you get your little skinny ass back there and plug all this shit. Plug all this shit in.
I'm gonna say there's a strip over here too.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. What else needs to be plugged in?
I think that's it. I think that is all. Okay.
This is better. However, who's this? Houngan's?
It must be if it's not yours.
No, I'm fucking.
Peach, let's move these items.
Too easy.
You recording from your you can put those. Oh, you need that.
Yeah, I need it. I need it. I'm trying to set up. I'm trying to go live on Facebook.
I'm gonna keep these close. Look,
Yeah.
pass me the coffee and the cranberry that I have open. Oh, that's your coffee. I don't need your coffee. I got mine right here. Okay. I did have 23 people in here. I guess I said y'all ain't talking no shit. Hi, everybody. So we are having some pre-game delays. Sorry about that. Y'all know the real value in these are the fact that we record them and then republish them. So the live is just kind of a behind the scenes, uncut situation.
Oh shit! Can you bring my purse, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. How should I miss this?
I know we haven't done it in a long time.
I know. Hey. Thank you so much, Brittany. Thank you. Hey, Goddess M. I know we are so behind. I'm about to go live on Facebook.
I was thinking about going live on Facebook. I got mine.
You got your tablet?
I do.
Get it. I know, girl. It you know. Thank you. I'm the garden goddess. Hey, I missed you, honey. You know, I need an update on how you look. You know what I'm talking about. Hi, Priestess Gina. Hi, Jasmine Lewis. Hi, Queen Leilani.
Look at your folks checking in.
Yeah, my people are in here. I appreciate that. Hey, everybody. Hey, okay. Letter.
Oh, and this one is on 13%.
Girl, that's you see I'm charging mine up now.
I gotta charge the
It's the same charge?
yeah.
God damn
Ain't
it.
that
I'm
ignorant?
trying.
But I'll let that charge a little bit. I won't go live on Facebook until we actually ready to go
All right,
live
too
because
easy.
people
Too easy.
they're not committed.
Hey, you got is this patchouli?
Now I got three people on here.
Is this patchouli?
Uh-huh. It is. I'm hot.
Which one to open it up?
I'm going to turn the air on. And
Oh. Oh, can I get one of your fans?
yeah, you want to go look in the you know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, hi all two of you. I appreciate you being here. Sorry for the delays. I'm gonna just cancel out of mine. I'm gonna
What you want to go live on Facebook from there?
no, I'm gonna cancel out because they keep coming and going and I understand because we're not doing nothing unless you want to kick some shit before we get started.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna just post a new link, I think you guys. No, I'm not. You know what I'm gonna do?
Pause it?
Yeah, y'all
Oh, you
just
did?
bear with me. I'm gonna go and then come back. So I'm not gonna cancel the broadcast because I don't feel like going through all that again. But I'm going to should I cancel the broadcast? I don't know. The one thing I miss about I like Zoom so much because it's interactive. Because I could be talking to y'all right now. Instead, I feel like I'm talking to myself, which I have no problem doing. I do that all the time. It's just that hey Lucy say, I just feel like, I might be wasting our time. But what can I talk about since the last time y'all seen me? We haven't recorded Sophisticated Sunday in a really long time, like a really long time. And we decided to do it again because, it's a great thing. We just got really caught up in the program. I will talk to you guys, all five of you, about our program. You know that we have mentorship programs, and we have had what's been known as the free mentorship program. We've had that going on for a couple of years now. And we have given and we have given, and we are not done. But at least for my camp, it's time for us to switch things up a little bit. So our free mentorship program is transitioning to what we are calling our community service outreach program. And it is exactly that. It's an opportunity for us to reach out to the community, to provide assistance, education, and information. But we're going to do it a little bit differently. We've had a lot of people who have really used oppressor tactics in our communities to try to bring down what we're doing, to try to sow seeds of dissent, to try to just create conflict and disagreeable energy where there was none. And so we want to make it more difficult for those fuckers to get in, okay? And so what we're going to do, what we have done and what we are doing really is just moving to a more automated way of introducing people to the program, more sophisticated ways of vetting individuals, and also requiring more of an investment on the end of the student in terms of energy and seriousness. And so y'all will see what those changes look like if you are new to the program and you begin to enter. And I'm really, really excited about it. I think we've done a whole bunch of good work. I feel so good about what we've done and the lives that we've impacted. And there's much more to do. And in order for us to serve on the levels that we intend, you know, we have to employ technology and security. Okay. And so that's what we are doing. So stay tuned for that. How is the gathering going? Yolanda, what gathering, girl?
Gathering?
You mean us just being here today?
Hi.
Oh, Peach, you look pretty in that camera. Look how cute you look.
I know. I need the kind of camera Houngan got.
Right. Oh, Houngan has a very updated and expensive
he
computer.
just bought his.
Right.
He
so
just bought.
he's trying to show out.
That's all right.
Whatever. Oh, look, you real skinny in that one.
Come on.
Profile.
Okay,
Yes.
come on. Shoot, I need to be in whatever camera make
I
me
know
look.
that's right, girl. I need the rich and skinny filter all the time.
All
Every
the
time. The rich and skinny filter.
All the
That's
time.
the one that I want. So, y'all, we're going to talk about this Kevin Samuels fiasco.
Ooh,
And I just can't wait. I can't start talking about it because
know.
then we'll miss something good.
I know on camera, but girl, you know I got an opinion.
Mhm.
Oh, I got an opinion. I got an opinion on Mr. Samuels.
So let's talk about some old shit since, you know, we're waiting. Let's talk about Will and Jada. And not even Will and Jada. Let's talk about Will and Chris Rock because really I don't have nothing to say about Jada.
We have nothing to say about
We don't have
the
anything.
Virgo Jada.
What
Nothing.
are we going to say about that? Because that came and went, and I never made a public comment about it. Because first of all, I didn't care that much when it first happened. Because to me, it's all Hollywood. Even if it wasn't staged, I'm like, those are some Hollywood motherfuckers. They really don't have nothing to do
But
with it.
niggas get slapped every day.
All the time.
Every day. Am
Every day.
I wrong? Niggas get slapped every day. You say the wrong thing, I will slap you. Niggas get slapped every
All the time.
day. I
All the
mean,
time.
it was.
So what do you think? Do you think it was staged?
I don't think it was staged. Absolutely not. I think that Will Smith and Jada have been through a lot. They've been public with their relationship, and you know it has its pros and its cons. I think that you know you get tired of people fucking with you, you know. And if my wife was sick and you're gonna make fun of her.
Just for the sake
just
of
for the
making fun.
and then it wasn't even a good joke.
It wasn't.
That's the thing. Like the joke wasn't even good. It wasn't even good.
It wasn't a good joke, which is partially why I take issue with Will Smith.
Okay.
And I only have a small issue with him. He has every right in the world. In fact, he has a responsibility to protect his wife.
Absolutely.
And the thing that I don't like about people, the thing that irritated me about Black folks on this issue is men can cut up all day long, call their woman bitches and hoes, punch holes in the wall, act motherfucking fool in front of the kids. You gotta call the police or your brother and uncle come whoop his ass. All that shit. And that's just okay. We accept that as a part of relationship drama and Black family interaction. But this man, in a public way, stands up for his wife and defends her honor. And now, oh my God, Will Smith, you acted like an animal. Are you serious, y'all? Are y'all serious?
He's acting like an animal.
Like I was so upset at how people were responding, but that just shows you how unconditioned we are to seeing Black women be protected.
Exactly. And that's
how
the thing.
Foreign that is to us.
That's the thing. And it's like, and then it's a lot of Black men who feel a way about Jada because
I don't give a fuck
listen,
about a man who has a problem with a woman doing what she wants to with her pussy. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I just cannot go there with you brothers who are mad at this woman because she didn't have another man. How many other women and outside children and girlfriends on the side and numbers you get at the gas station? Fuck out of here with that.
I know, but they're mad at her.
They've been mad at her.
Yeah. And somehow they have made it about Jada. So what was Jada supposed to do? She wasn't supposed to get offended. She can't get offended, but she's supposed to go up there and drag Will Smith down off the stage.
We got to go beyond. We have to go back further than what you're saying. They're not mad at Jada because of that. People, especially black men, are upset with Jada because Jada and Will have openly discussed them having an open relationship. Mm-hmm. And it's been publicly known that she has gone outside of their marriage in a sexual way.
Yeah.
That is why people have a problem with Jada, not because she didn't stop him from going on stage. They'll say that shit. I've even heard women say, you can control your man. You know when your man about to bubble up. She could have just tapped his arm and he would have sat down. Girl, shut up.
Shut your ass up. What was she supposed to do? She was offended. I would have been offended.
I would have been offended
and
too.
I don't blame Will for smacking the shit out of him. Now, do I wish he would have waited till like backstage or, pulled him to the
and
side
then stomp that trick
and then beat his ass? Okay, whoop that trick as Memphis would say. But yeah, but at the same time, I'm not mad. And at the end of the day, these two rich ass niggas is both gonna be just.
They don't even know that we exist.
They don't care. Mm-hmm. They don't care. Niggas get slapped every day.
I'm back.
Yay.
Why we got these lights?
Because we need lighting.
And because the lighting is gonna change outside.
Yeah, the sun is
gonna. So the sun's gonna start playing around.
And now y'all done mess up the natural light from the camera.
Well, we're gonna turn the lights off, and then we'll turn it back on.
All this shit in front of us.
And light candle.
So we were talking a little bit about Jada and Will because we hadn't talked about that. But yeah, girl, I did not like how that whole thing went down. I'm so annoyed with black people. The concept of defending women is just so foreign to us that when we see it, we're stunned. Oh, they was on stage acting like monkeys. Bitch, that's what they do in every fucking movie that they record. I mean, come on. The person who pays for the camera gets to decide what it records.
And not only that, the Oscars should actually thank Will Smith because that's probably the most views they've had in a long time. And notice they didn't take him out. They didn't make him leave.
He left on his own.
Yeah, but they didn't make him leave because of them ratings. Because nobody was watching that shit.
And the Oscars can kiss my entire ass because they didn't give Whoopi an Oscar for The Color Purple. So I really don't fuck with them too tough anyway. Yeah, okay?
Well,
because if she did not deserve an Oscar for The Color Purple, an Oscar has never been earned. I'm sorry.
Well, hold on, where your charger?
I'm gonna get it.
Okay, because you want 9%, and this camera makes me look good.
Get a new laptop.
Because my camera make me look skinny.
Yeah, her camera does make her look skinny. We need to explore why your camera.
Y'all got these damn lights in front of this shit. Oh my God.
Move the light, man. Hell.
We're just trying to. But why did he have a fat filter on his camera?
I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Ocean, I got my other outfit. It looks like yours. Well, you want me to wear it so we can be twins?
If you want to. I feel like I just look like an auntie sitting here. I need to elevate my camera. I don't like the angle that it's at. Yep, I was gonna say move your iPad. Let's put the iPad on the table and the laptop.
Fuck the cameras. Y'all got to delete from live streams anyway.
Houngan, you don't tell me what to do unless we go together. Do we go together?
No.
Okay, you're fine.
I do tell you what to do.
Jada can't even sit there and be disrespected. Exactly. Like, it's not enough for her to just sit there and be disrespected. We want her to get up and do something else too. We want her to get up and grab her damn husband by his ankle to keep him from going up on stage. I'm sick of black folks. And y'all need to understand that a woman deserves to be protected, absolutely, especially a black woman. And however her husband decides to protect her is his business. Period. Now, you're not gonna tell me how I would go in for my children if somebody did something to my children. Oh, you can't chop the child molester up into 100 pieces, but you could stab him. I mean, come on. You can't tell people how to react to things.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, how did you What you want to get like a book to put yours up on?
What I would actually like to do is place this on
Y'all
that
still
table,
some niggas for having all these
and
goddamn.
then I would
cameras.
like to take
Period.
the iPad and put it on this table.
Well, where
With
how's
this
it gonna sit
iPad.
up?
I'm mad at y'all for doing this.
Your iPad doesn't have a thing on the back.
No.
All these damn live streams.
Hold on, you can't stop us from being great. You will not do it today.
I can stop us from creating a fire hazard.
Well, where's the fire hazard?
Girl, he talking about how they am.
This
Something
nigga, all this shit behind me.
What can you see on this camera? Can you see the table?
Yes, nigga. No.
See? Oh my goodness. Peach, is it possible to have Facebook installed on this iPad?
Hi, Jaslyn. It's possible. I literally just had to download Facebook on my tablet. You don't feel like it? Well, show 'em.
Just want to sit here and be pretty and drink my drink.
Okay. Let's sit here and be pretty and drink our drinks.
Oh, I like the way we look on that camera.
Ooh.
I'm sure y'all do. Because
Sexy.
y'all gonna have to take them live streams there.
Girl, we supposed to be our motherfucking dad. Sue these nuts.
Right.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Mother's Day is like one of those holidays that I consent to it because, like, why not? Let's honor mothers.
Mm-hmm.
But white people will make up a million reasons for us to spend money and be consumers. And I think Mother's Day is just another one of those.
I understand. But I enjoy the presents and the attention.
I just feel like
I know that's right.
let's have a save day. See, if we will participate in that, if we would participate in like an investment day or an investment week where we would all just spend money with Black businesses or just, invest our money in one particular thing, like some Reddit type shit, then I could support that fully. But we won't organize and we won't do that. We'll just deal with the consumer holidays because every penny we make, we give it right back.
How long did you say the Black dollar stays in the Black community?
30 minutes. 30 minutes. And basically that means that we just stop by the corner store on the way home. But 9 times out of 10, that's not even owned by a Black person. We probably just go get our hair done or something when we get paid, and that's about it. We don't spend our money in our communities, but you know that I make a conscious effort to spend money with minority businesses, not just Black-owned businesses. I do business with people who are foreign, women, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I try to avoid like big box stores and, as much as I can. Sometimes you can't avoid it, which is sad, in general. But I do try to spend my money where I feel like it's going to have the biggest impact. And being an entrepreneur for so long, I really enjoy the opportunity to help somebody who's in business. I'm about to hop off the camera for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Houngan, you are just all in my way.
Niggas.
What I don't like, actually, I was just trying to find something to complain about. I ain't got no problem with nothing.
I know.
Peace. Thank you. Houngan, why are you spraying on cologne?
This ain't no damn cologne.
It's magic.
Oh, thank
spray.
you, Denisha. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. That's really encouraging to hear.
It's Everclear with some.
I love Everclear. Spray so under my tongue.
Ooh, that was a little Everclear under there. Y'all gotta use that oil.
I'm going to.
Right.
I'm just afraid. Houngan, I like your necklace.
Well, thank you. From Marshalls.
Mm.
Houngan, I think you're cute.
I do too. Hello, everyone. Make sure that you all get the people in the mentorship to come on and come watch us because we're going to talk shit about Kevin Samuel.
Yeah, tell them to
So
put a
Osun
message.
got 6 people on.
I
He's
had
got
23, but they left because
They
we weren't
leaving
getting
because we're
started. So
not.
somebody needs to go back into the chats and tell them.
Hi, Nakia.
Come
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Somebody needs to come back into the chats. Tell them we're about to get started.
Yeah.
As soon as Osun finished smoking her weed.
Hi. Y'all come on in. We're about to start. Oh, we. Puff passing. Hey, Facebook Live.
We're not doing outfit changes, y'all. We're just gonna go straight through.
Well, I got one that I'm gonna change into. It looked like Oshun's, and I want to look up like Oshun right now.
We'll go change right now. Houngan can be on camera by himself.
He sure can. Still the show, baby.
He can do it, honey.
We're gonna be wearing what outfit throughout?
Damn. I'm on. Yeah,
Bring them again.
that's all right.
And you know what? I got an army green. I have a green dress the same color.
You do?
Yeah, put that on. Then we both look like
Yeah.
African goddesses.
Yeah.
Y'all are so beautiful. Thank you. We
try.
We're the Holy Trinity.
Hello.
I don't really try that hard, but thank you.
And I know y'all waiting on that reading that's coming out. Y'all waiting on Kevin Samuel's part 2?
Who's that? Oh,
Y'all waiting on part 2 for Kevin Samuel?
Yeah.
We're gonna get started as soon as Peach get this outfit on.
I am recording. I'm at work. That's okay. I'm gonna call you back.
Holy Trinity. That's right. Skull, honey pot, and the peach. Mm-hmm. I'm on show me camera.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Y'all, yes, I set my reminder for part 2 for sure. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm really glad.
Oh, sure. I like it, yeah.
Oh yeah, it does give old Osun.
yeah, it gives old Oshun.
Old Osun. Season 1 Osun.
Yes, I'm playing tribute to Oshun.
You give me season 1 Osun from K.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are playing too much.
Yes. Hey, Nakia. Esoteric. Hi.
We're about to get started in a second, girl. What questions y'all got? What y'all want us to talk about with Kevin Samuels? Give us some questions for us to discuss.
Woo.
Kevin Samuels.
Good in this camera too. All right.
Guess who just texted me?
Mm-hmm.
Sharks are circling.
The first reading was fire. Oh yeah, thank you. Kevin Samuels was a dark divine feminine that got rid of him. We're gonna find out tonight in part 2 on the reading at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure y'all tune in.
That's gonna be good. Did he like BBW?
Did he like BBWs? Well, of course not. I mean, absolutely not.
Well, he may have, and may just have been insecure about it.
But all he did was talk shit about women who were even the slightest bit overweight.
I know.
Okay, I'm coming.
Was he passing cause? Was his passing cause of the curse he spewed about black women, saying we'll die alone with heart problems? I think that's how he low key. I think he low key did like big fine women.
Is she still finding her?
LeBron. He was a clown to me. Now you know he was fat phobic. Oh my gosh. I know he was fat phobic. I thought Kevin Samuels loved black women. That's what his followers say.
Kevin, well, I won't save it for the camera. I'm coming. Okay. Osun is in the building. She's in front of the camera. Okay, we're gonna have to scooch in.
I'm all the way to the end. It's Houngan that's taking the
Houngan.
bottle.
No, it's not.
This is not mine.
That is yours.
This is Osun.
That is yours.
It's not mine.
You Osun from K season 1. It's yours.
It's given Osun from K.
It's giving bum. I wish Jamie, if you're watching, it's giving bum.
Okay, that's better.
Y'all still have to delete these live streams.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna be as great.
Yes, the nurse was a big girl. The nurse was a big girl.
Which
Apparently,
nurse?
he just died based on the photo of that nurse.
What?
Oh, apparently he did. Sorry, I just, you know, he was fat folk. Yeah, that's all they're saying. Was it a setup?
What kind of setup?
Do y'all think the CIA killed Kevin
Oh
Samuels?
my God.
Do y'all think Kevin Samuels was trying to buy NBC?
Hey, Keisha. Hey, Cola.
Mhm.
Hi.
Y'all don't think the CIA was trying to kill Kevin Samuels? That he was on to something? Like, I mean,
Why would they? Why would they kill
Malcolm
him?
X, Martin Luther
He
King,
was doing
Kevin
what they
Samuels.
wanted him to do.
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Kevin Samuels.
I hate that you're even putting him in the sentence with those guys.
You couldn't see Martin Luther King on his podcast.
Mm-mm. I definitely couldn't, because Martin Luther King definitely loved him some black women. According to the CIA.
Oh.
Houngan, I don't like how your camera is so much better on your laptop than on mine. Now I need to get a new laptop.
Mm-hmm.
At least mine's make us look a little bit skinny.
It does.
This, it's giving.
Paige, look at the difference between your arm in your computer and Houngan's.
I don't like that.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
Houngan,
You need to
filter.
do something about this. Why am I big on here? Hell.
We can see ourselves even better now.
Even bigger.
Right.
Even bigger.
Even bigger.
All right, so we got 30 people. I guess they know we about to get started again.
Well,
All
I
right.
have 2 people on mine.
Girl.
But that's
I got
okay.
3, 2. We still gonna go.
Been 2 years and y'all asses still ain't.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Don't y'all niggas.
It is giving Osun. It's giving Osun. I'm with it. Paying homage to Osun.
You know, Osun don't do nothing but keep up them shoulders out.
Listen, we gotta show
3
up for the-
seasons.
Okay.
3 seasons out of the year, you will not find me with a sleeve.
It's giving very much so Osun.
He's giving single black female.
Well,
Mm.
Osun is barely a single black female, but whatever.
This bitch said Osun is really a single black female.
I'm just saying.
Well, I guess depending on what part of the country you go to, she might be a differently raced black female, right? Damn, I forgot to bring the microphone. Oh, well.
I don't have mine either. Booba has it.
Damn, I gotta remember to make sure I'm looking at the damn camera, not these damn cameras over here.
Right, because there's so many of them.
I hate y'all. Y'all some niggas. Yeah, where my phone at?
Houngan, there's something running across the top of that thing.
I know.
What is that? I don't know.
It's the mirror.
What you say? I don't like that. I'm trying to say I don't like that.
Why is it moving?
Thank you, Cola. Thank you. Thank you. My camera is giving me a little slim. It's slimming me down. Houngan's camera is blowing the bitch up.
All right, niggers.
With the hard R. All right, niggers.
All right, niggers and bitches. Hello, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in to Sophisticated Sunday. I'm going to be your host for today, Houngan Zo, otherwise known as Dr. Quintara Shakir, joined by my lovely co-host.
Osun, Funke, Ian,
And she is not to be fucked with.
ever.
And,
Queen, Priestess, Reverend, Peach Blossom.
okay, greetings all niggers and bitches. And in honor of today's show for Kevin Samuels, we're going to be calling ourselves niggers and bitches.
Oh.
So, Kevin Samuels is dead, and y'all doing motherfucking hurricanes, these fans.
You not warm?
No.
Sitting next to all this warm? This primordial heat?
Lusciousness is
You're not feeling
No.
warm at all?
No, because I feel like I'm sitting next to leftovers, according to Kevin Samuels.
Oh my God! Oh shit!
I love y'all so much. All right.
And that was such a perfect introduction to the legacy of this nigga.
exactly.
So
his
what legacy did he leave?
He left a legacy of hating Black women. He was not a lover of Black women. I don't care how people try to twist it. I don't care what his intentions were. The way he interacted with Black women publicly was shameful and disgusting, saddening and sickening
and disrespectful.
and
It
disrespectful
was disrespectful.
and unnecessary. I mean, if those are the kind of coaching sessions that you're going to have and people see enough value in it to pay you for it, then do it privately. Do it privately, but don't you dare make a mockery of African American femininity and our experiences and the evidence of our trauma, which he was very, very, adamant about pointing out. Don't you do that publicly, because we hurt people. And just like he's pointing out the trauma that is evident in Black women, you suffer from it too, sir. You closeted homophobic asshole.
He's dead on show.
Well, echoes of his energy still exist. I repel them
Into the ether.
and rebuke them into the ethers.
You know, Future doing a solo at his funeral.
Are you serious?
You
Why?
should. Why not? That was his guy. He encourages niggas like Future. He got a whole plethora of niggas like Future, just sad, just grieving. Why wouldn't Future perform?
So he's really not. Y'all are going to hell.
Well,
Future
him
need to take
first.
his ass to a vasectomy clinic. Let's do that first. Let's practice
Girl, did you hear?
some self-care, Future.
Did you hear what Future said?
No.
He said when he gets married, he wants to have 2 children by his wife, and that's gonna make those children more special. Because that would be the first one he had 2 children by.
I don't have a comment on that fuckery.
Kevin Samuels will have Future as a solo performer solo at his funeral.
So
Absolutely.
So do y'all feel like Kevin Samuels left us with a lot of high value men?
I don't think Kevin Samuels improved anything except for the public shame that Black women have been enduring since we arrived, as child
I don't watch that
slaves.
shit.
I've never
watched.
I've never sat and watched like a full episode, but
I couldn't stomach it.
I've seen clips of it, and every clip that I ever saw, like nobody ever showed me a clip of him being really like gracious and healing for Black people, especially not Black women. I mean, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. So if you want to help, then heal Black women, heal mothers. It's not a secret that we are in a very horrible state as a culture and a community. And we know that mothers are the key to fixing that. Fixing Black women, healing Black women, helping Black women recover from the trauma that we've endured over the past 600 years. That is the work. That is what I do. That's what my life is dedicated to. And so, if that's what you say you're doing, putting back together Black families, helping people find mates, then do it in a way that's constructive and gentle and healing and appealing to people. Or do you want to turn as many people off as possible? Or do you want to bring people into this hospital of yours for healing and betterment of the community? Like, I'm sorry that he died. Any life cut short is a shame. I know that there were things that he wanted to do, people who loved him, people who are going to miss him. But what you cannot do is offend the divine feminine, the source of all life as we know it, and think that you will not have to answer for that.
Of course, you're gonna have to answer for it.
So y'all think he died because he disrespected the divine feminine?
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say that's why he died. I think he died because high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and things of that nature. I'm not going to say that's why he died. I'm going to say he died because cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, and things of that nature are silent killers in the Black community. Again, evidence of the trauma that we've endured and the sickness and illness in our communities. That's why he died. But I think that he kicked up a lot of disagreeable energy, and I think that shit came home to roost. And this is evidence of it.
I think it's because he was disrespecting the divine feminine as he came from a Black woman. I think his female ancestors were very offended. I also think he was not connected to his Ori. I think that he was a very powerful man with heavy influence, but he was using his influence of not for the better. And so they snatched his ass right up out of here. They allowed that to happen. And if you ask me, if the ancestors see fit.
Well, no man knows the day or the hour, no man knows the day or the hour. I won't speak on because I haven't personally done a reading, so
I did.
I don't know.
Do.
The background into why his card was pulled on the day that it was, but I know that he had to have created disagreeable energy. One of the things that we know about some of the Orisha and I'm just going to call them angelic forces as we deal with them in the practice of Ifa, we know that there are specific energies who are solely concerned with the well-being of women. And so when you're talking about primordial clouds of consciousness, primordial bodies of intelligence and energy that are solely concerned with Black women and how they fare, and your whole existence as far as the public is concerned is to tear that same group of women down and to shame them and embarrass them and hurt them and then fucking shrink them to a place where some man might pick them and all that old bullshit that he was dedicated to doing, you are going to incur the wrath of those same energies, one way or the other. But like I said, I haven't done a reading, so I'm not going to sit here and say that is what happened to him. But had he not died, I wouldn't be surprised if he experienced calamities of every kind in his life for that reason.
Well, I think that if you have a negative influence in your life, such as we've had clients where they've been in relationships with the wrong people,
mm-hmm.
and the spirits will remove those people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Such as, introducing the client's partner to another person, or making their partner sick, or killing their partner. Because it's like, the spirits don't, if the spirits feel that this energy is a distraction in your life, they will remove it. And if this person has so much influence in the world where they are essentially trying to use chaos energy to get people to think more critically, and the spirits in for your personal lifestyle is really not helping you, then they removed it from you. So there's a lot of people who right now who are upset because they are they're no longer being stimulated by dark systems. And maybe it was a divine fit. Well, according to my reading, when y'all see it later tonight in about 2 hours, or if you're watching this recording, you've already seen it. But my reading indicated that the divine feminine was the gatekeeper and totally responsible for his death. But I know that Peach also had, y'all's coven did some.
Yeah, we did it right the night as soon as I got confirmation that he died. Me and I was teaching a class, and so me and my coven we did a reading on it, and it was definitely the divine feminine. One of the first cards that came out was Judgment, and the Empress. The Empress came out several times. So the Empress card also lets me know that he may have died having sex. He may have taken drugs. I personally think it may have been Viagra, maybe Coke, but it did not agree with his system. But yeah, I think it was like the color purple. Like, how did he die? On top of me.
Girl, why did you just take that out of? I was just thinking that. Oh my God, I was just thinking that.
I think that's how he died.
My honey told me this morning that he had read that one of his friends had put on, I don't know if it was Facebook, somewhere on social media, that he drank a lot of Red Bull. Like he was a Red Bull fanatic. And somebody was saying it was all them damn Red Bulls that he drank. I don't know enough about the man to say that. But I think that his death highlights a few things. One of them being that cardiovascular disease is a silent killer in the Black community.
Absolutely.
And so, we can't, for every physical presentation, there's also a spiritual cause. So, why was his heart weakened? Okay, we can go back to traumas that he may have experienced as a Black man growing up in America, and of course he did, right? And we can talk about, maybe unsettled energy and disagreeable energy that settled in his heart chakra. We can talk about misuse of technology, right? And Ogun's wrath. We can talk about all these different things that could have possibly led to a weakness of his heart. And when I say misuse of technology, I'm saying instead of using your platform to heal and treat and expand the community, you use it to shame and tear down and hurt, right? So misuse. And we know that because Ogun rules the heart, that kind of thing is going to be troubling to that consciousness, right? And so for whatever reason, he had a weakened heart. Well, so many of us do,
especially in the Black community.
That's all I'm concerned with.
Especially in the Black community. And one of the reasons why I teach on the chakras, and I love teaching Black people about the chakras, because only over here in America do we not address the physical problems that we have with spiritual problems that we have. And so
connecting the two.
Right. So that heart chakra, which I fuss at Black women all the time because we hold on to a lot of anger, a lot of hurt. And what happens is that heart chakra stops or it slows down or it's underactive. And why is that? It's because we're not releasing, we're not healing, we're not crying when we need to, we're not admitting that we're hurt, we're not admitting that we're in pain, and we hold on to it for the sake of being strong. And that also happens to our Black men.
Absolutely.
Kevin Samuels, in my opinion, me reading him, was very bitter, was very troubled, very hurt. And a lot of people, I'm not calling him a narcissist, but let's talk about narcissists, right? A lot of narcissists are that way because they're very insecure. Something happened to them. They don't want people to find out the truth about them. And so they turn into this mean, bitter person to try to make everybody else's life hell. But that is a heart chakra problem. And so we wonder why we die of high blood pressure. We die of heart disease. Come on, Black women. We die the most of heart disease.
I try to help.
Exactly. And that's why I try to teach about it. It's because your heart, that heart chakra, if you do not take care of it, if you do not heal, if you do not actively find out why you're hurting. If you do not try to fix yourself, it could have been something that happened when you were a kid, but you're grown now. It is your responsibility to heal yourself. And so if you are not actively working on your heart chakra and you're a Black person, you are wrong.
And let's just talk about the language just for a moment. I mean, let's talk about a heart attack. Cardiovascular dis-ease. Like, come on, y'all. It's right there. It's right there. You know, it's not a mystery.
It's not. And we wonder who and what attacked the heart. Well, that can be up for debate. But
Exactly.
definitely.
And I think that's the only question mark. That's the only question mark is who and why or how and when. You know what I mean? But the fact is that your heart, his heart, was attacked.
Absolutely.
Either from within or from outside. But his heart was attacked.
In conclusion, he didn't do his shadow work. He didn't. He didn't do his shadow work.
Possibly.
And instead he projected.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. I said he couldn't have possibly done his shadow work because all he did was project. All he did was project fear, the fear of dying alone. And I believe he died unmarried.
He did.
I think there was a woman there when he died, though.
Yes.
All he did was plant seeds of doubt about one's security, about just so many things, and it's just like it's really honestly, I feel sad for him. Of course, I really do feel sad for anyone whose life is cut short, but I feel sad for him because I believe that he had misinformed, however they may have been, but he had intentions of helping and healing. I think that there was work that he intended to do. And I think that he really did want to impact Africans in America, Black culture, and I hate for his sake that he wasn't able to bring those things to fruition. I don't appreciate the way that he chose to do those things or how he used his platform, but I appreciate him for doing the work, some work, because we have people who sit in the shadows and who are keyboard warriors and font snipers who don't do shit but cause dissent and talk about people who are actually out here doing the work, which is why I could give a fuck about anybody who has an opinion about what I do within my program. Because guess what? I have a program. And if you don't like what I'm doing and you don't think that I'm doing it the proper way, then do your own.
Exactly.
Do your own.
And don't take from ours. So is it wrong for people to be happy that he's dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because our fate is to die. We're all gonna die. And God forbid someone should be rejoicing at my demise and I've not completed my purpose. That man hadn't done all that he came here to do. How do we know that he wasn't going to have a change of heart and completely switch up what he was doing?
He probably had a change of heart when he was falling on top of that woman.
Well, maybe he did.
He was like, "Oh God,
too little, too late." But I don't think that it's kind, or beneficial for anyone to rejoice at another person's difficulty.
Well, I'm letting you know now. If George Zimmerman around and died, I'm celebrating. I'm throwing the whole party. I got a list of people that if they die, I'm throwing the whole party. I don't think I cared that much about Kevin Samuels to rejoice. I think it was very ironic. I think that.
I think I appreciate the irony of it.
Yeah, I think it was very ironic how he died, but I don't care that much to celebrate him.
What about people being indifferent towards his death? Because there's a lot of people that are upset about people being indifferent towards Kevin
I'm
Samuels'
pretty
death.
indifferent to it.
Niggas die every day.
I was gonna say I'm pretty indifferent to it. You know, I lost my gorgeous husband, my beautiful husband. You know, at a very young age.
Yeah.
And it was too soon. And completely, you know, clearly out of my control. It wasn't even something that I could, with all my gifts, even predict or prevent. And I don't sit here and pretend to have the ability, you know, to predict or prevent someone's transition to the ancestral realm. That's never a good thing. Kevin Samuels had family, he had friends, he had people who loved him, you know, and so you know,
You sure he had family? Because his mama found out on social media that he was dead.
She did, and that was very, very sad.
he wasn't close with his mother. See, I don't know nothing.
I don't
about
know.
We
it.
don't know if he was close, but she found out on social media.
That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shame. There's a lot to unpack there, and I don't have time to do it. I got other shit to do. But I will say, you know, wrong for people to be rejoicing his death. I don't know if wrong is the right word. I actually try to stay away from that particular word because it can so easily be switched because everything is just a measurement of that thing, right? A little or a lot. Wrong is just whatever we think that it is in that moment. But I don't think that we should rejoice, you know, at a difficulty that someone has, you know, of any kind. You know, I don't even pray for difficulty for my enemies. In fact, I pray that they have a long life so that they can watch me do everything that I set out to do, even as they pray against me.
Well, I for one am indifferent about his death. I don't didn't care that much. I didn't give him my energy. He was also not talking to me. Or talking about me.
I never felt like he was speaking to me. When I would watch those clips, I would be like, bro, you are so disconnected with Black women. You want to coach them into finding a man. You don't even know your audience. Like, do you even have a Black woman? Like, Houngan, we're his best friends. Houngan has a lot of Black women who are his friends.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be in a better position to coach Black women. But at the end of the day, he's still a Black man. That doesn't mean he can't do it. But when I would watch Kevin Samuels, I would be like, he doesn't even know women. You know what I'm saying? To sit here and talk to a woman that's had 2 children and tell her she don't have a flat stomach, do you know how stomachs work? Do you know how stomachs work? And then in the next sentence you say, but don't go get no work done because we don't like that either. What the fuck are you talking about then? Because I've seen him tear women down and tell women who had work done on their body that they look like playthings. And then I've seen him tell women who had their natural bodies, who didn't have flat stomachs and perky breasts because they born children, that they were not a hot commodity. So which one is it?
It's that he hated women.
That's how I feel.
You know, people are making this, are trying to turn this nigga into Dr. Sebi. Listen.
Don't do that. I hate that you even use them.
No, listen, no. They are really, really trying to make his legacy greater than what it really was, when at the end of the day he talked shit about Black women.
Well, we don't know how great his legacy is, though. We won't know. We don't know because he could have spoken into someone and improved their condition, Peach.
I think he could have. I think that he did.
And if he did, then he has a legacy of healing in the community. I just can't speak to it because I was never moved, healed, or improved by anything that I heard him say. But perhaps there's a woman out there who had a session with him, who heard him and said, okay, you know, I'm going to apply what you said, and it changed her life. I mean, when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Well, so now what I will say is I have seen clips of him getting these men together too.
Well,
I've seen them getting these men together, and he went off on them just like he did women. And I guess, you know, there's a certain respect that the divine feminine has that you must respect. But he was getting these niggas together too.
Well, I mean,
he was.
Well, I want to ask y'all this. Kevin Samuels' definition of what a high value man consists of.
Okay.
Number 1, he makes $100,000 or more annually.
That's stupid.
Number two, he's earned $100,000 or more for 3 to 5 years in a row.
So irrelevant.
High value men recognize him as a peer. He has a network of high value men and others, such as being in a fraternity, and his visibility is LinkedIn level or whatever that means. And
what does that even mean?
he's
That's a social app. Go ahead.
He's also useful to other high value.
Houngan, I can't even deal with that because those concepts are stupid to me.
Well,
it's so ridiculous to
me.
So that's just qualifications that he made.
But they said he died in a high-rise apartment at 56. It was a high-rise apartment in Atlanta, and the rent ranges from $2,200 for a studio all the way to $8,000 for the penthouse. He stayed on the 16th floor, which is not the penthouse, but is he a high value man?
I mean, I have an opinion about that. Maybe he chose to live in high rise because he didn't want to maintain a motherfucking yard. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I just feel like
you don't feel like he should have owned some real estate?
But did he? I mean, how do we know that he didn't?
It's public record.
Did he not own any real estate?
It's not in public record.
Well, I think that's ridiculous, and I don't think that he's a high value man. Because I was going to say a high value man could be a motherfucking farmer that owns 93 acres and some farming equipment and wears coveralls every day. That's a high value man because he knows how to grow some damn food, how to till the land,
how to fix your car, build you a wraparound porch.
Okay, ooh, a wraparound porch, girl, ain't that nice?
I know.
That would be really nice. Yeah, like high value according to those standards, all that shit just sounds stupid to me. Now I understand that, and again, y'all, you know, we really have got to stop. We've got to stop taking this information that is pushed and programmed into our head from our oppressors and applying that to our lives. How much money somebody makes is an indication of only one thing, and that's energy. It's an indication of where they put their energy and the return that's coming back from it. But it's not an indication of their worth as a person. And with just a little helpful and loving nudging, a person can change how much money they make or how that energy comes back to them. So just saying that because someone earns 6 figures, they're a high value person doesn't mean anything. I made my first 6 figures when I was 24 years old, and I didn't know my ass from my elbow. I wasn't high value. I was young and making money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was young and making money. So saying that somebody who earns 6 figures is high value is the stupidest thing ever. Like, you could be the fucking general manager at Kmart. Oh my God, no shade to anybody who is a general manager or who works at Kmart. But you could be a general manager at Kmart making 6 figures, and you can be unhealthy. You can be, obese. You can be mean as fuck. You can have childhood traumas that you're not addressing. You can have a poor relationship with your mother and your family. You could be all these terrible things that are toxic and anti the growth of everything that is good for our community, but you're high value, and you could be the manager at Kmart and make 6 figures and belong to a motherfucking fraternity, and now all of a sudden I'm supposed to put you above the farmer who clears $60,000 a year after he pays on his equipment and buys his seeds? Never. That's ridiculousness.
And didn't own any property. Somebody said he had less than $1,000 to his name when he died.
You should do a reading to see if that shit is true.
I should do a reading to see if that's true. Somebody said that they gonna do a GoFundMe because he ain't had no money.
So did his message help or hurt what we do at Black Spectrum Network?
I don't think his message has a goddamn thing to do with what I do at Black Spectrum Network.
I was gonna say the same thing, but
I don't think it has anything to do with what I do at Black Spectrum Network.
But I mean, there are people at Black Spectrum Network that are our students that are followers of Kevin Samuels.
Well, then they need to.
I don't think so.
Your
Facebook group. In your Facebook group, they are.
That's Facebook. They ain't my students. They're not my students.
That's what I was gonna say.
They're on Facebook.
I can't say for sure because I don't govern everything that my students digest, but I would hope that any woman that would call herself my student, who I pour into, who interacts with me, and who has access, to my most basic teachings, I would hope that you would see Kevin Samuel in that list of shit you just read as complete fuckery.
We would hope we taught them better.
Yeah.
But I don't know any.
And then here's something else that it brings up for me too, Peach.
Okay.
And Houngan, I'm not trying to exclude you, but I have to because you have a penis.
You do too.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Girl, why did he just scramble my whole thought process?
Oh, that would be a good movie.
Oh my god. Okay, so Peach,
Yes.
when are we gonna stop letting black men tell us what it means to be a black woman? Girl, when are we gonna stop listening to these niggas who came from us, who wouldn't exist were it not the fact that they came from between our thighs? When are we gonna stop letting them tell us what we need to do what we've already done, which is create all that you see before us?
That means me and you got to get to teaching and doing some more outreach because
I'm just so sick of it.
are lost.
The fact that he even had a platform trying to tell women,
and women would get on there. Oh, girl, he would get on there. He would read their ass. Do you hear me? I mean, drag these black women, and they would still tune in and get on this man's live.
But the reason for that is because they didn't have a sister friend. They weren't friends with me, but I don't, y'all are my friends. That's all I got. But I wasn't available to them, and I understand that. But they didn't have somebody like me who could have pulled them to the side before they even had to go there and say, bitch, I'm gonna need you to do something about that, 46-inch hair that you're wearing. I'm going to need you to do something about all of the ridiculousness that you might be displaying that's making you look other than what it is that you know what I'm saying, how you want to be presented.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that the lesson in this also is that black women need to cling to each other and we need to be responsible for each other. Again, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Women are where it all begins. None of us, the only reason any of us are here is because of a woman.
Absolutely.
Okay. And so until we start to return that majesty and respect back to the woman in her womb, everything is going to be out of order. If you want to evaluate a society, look at how they treat their women.
Absolutely.
He shouldn't have even had that platform. His platform, he should have been talking to men exclusively.
Absolutely.
He should have been talking to men exclusively. And the fact that he went outside of those natural boundaries, you are a man, talk to men, help men.
But men won't listen. Men would not tune in if all he did was talk to men about how they could better. Because men are not interested in that. It's much easier to talk shit about the women who gave birth to them about and see that's the thing. That's the thing. Kevin Samuels related to so many hurt men. And if you ask me, these men have been hurt by women, whether it's their mother, whether it was their first girlfriend, whether it's a girl that
but we've all been hurt.
We've all been hurt, but men, especially black men, don't want to admit that. And so what they do is, again, they turn bitter. And so he captured the audience of a lot of bitter men and told them that they are high value men. And so
because they make six figures.
Yes.
And you could take those six figures and pack it up in 3 suitcases and drop a nigga off on an island. Do you know how quickly a dollar bill burns? Do you know how quickly a dollar bill burns? You could take all them 6 figures, pack them up in a suitcase, take a black man and drop him and a woman, that he picks, the woman that's lucky enough to be chosen by him, and drop her and them 6 figures a suitcase full of 6 figures on an island, and they'd be dead in 30 days. They'd be dead in 30 days.
Absolutely.
It takes 94 seconds to burn a dollar bill. What are you going to do with those 6 figures? That's why all that's bullshit. We got to reorient ourselves around truth and stop believing what society and programming is telling us about what makes a person valuable. My man is valuable to me because he's strong, because he knows how to kill shit, literally.
Yes.
Okay? Because he knows how to plant and grow things. You know, my man is valuable to me because he's not going to allow me to be disrespected. Not because he worked on somebody's job and got a plaque for being nigga of the year on a sales team. Not taking away from anybody that has a job, but I'm just saying, y'all, when are we going to get back to basics? Like, when are we going to start realizing what it means to not just survive, but thrive? We don't have any industry in our communities. You want to dress him, you got to go to an Asian lady to do it, or an African lady to make it for you. You know what I'm saying? You want a car, you want your car. Well, if you want a car part, you got to order that from Asia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want your house built, you got to find, you know, some Latinos and their friends and crew who can do it for you and give you a good deal. Like, within our communities, we don't have the necessary things to survive and thrive. That's what somebody needs to be coaching and teaching on. Not about not wearing weave and acrylic nails and making women feel guilty for doing so.
Right. He sure didn't make me feel guilty about doing it. Hello.
So this is a question for those who are hurt, harmed, or irritated by Kevin Samuels. What's stronger, the desire for revenge or the power of forgiveness?
I mean, Houngan, I can't answer that because I'm really just very much indifferent. You know, like, I'm sorry for anybody who's sad. Listen, my sisters, OrishaHoodoo.com, OrishaHoodoo.com. Okay. Kevin Samuels is dead. I'm sorry, but I can help you.
Sign up for the mentorship program if you would like consultations to help you better your life and not disrespectfully tell you what you're doing wrong. You can always join free mentorship with me, Houngan, or Priestess Osun Funke. We will help you, especially if you're a woman and you're interested in healing yourself, doing your shadow work,
Right.
what Kevin Samuels refused to do.
Clearly.
Sign up for mentorship.
Yeah, I'm indifferent to all of that. I mean, I know people are sad. I've been sad, you know. My cousin died 3 days ago. You know that. I told you that. You know, people die every day. It's a part of our fate. We all gonna die. And no man knows the day or the hour. And so when anybody joins the ancestors, you know, it's sad because when they leave people here on the other side that love them, you know. But at the end of the day, okay, that doctor's office has closed. Where are you going for your healing? You know, that one may or may not have worked for you.
Yeah.
And whether or not it did doesn't matter because that office is closed. What are we gonna do next? That's really how I feel about it.
Yeah, and if there are any Black men that are really hurt by what happened, I know that I know I saw tweets and screenshots of text messages where people's, you know, Black men were breaking down in tears, crying. I saw a lot of statuses where they were, you know, posting very angry things. You know, Peach and I went to high school together, and there's this guy that we both know that's the son of an administrator, and he is incredibly, his fat ass is mad as fuck. So if you
fat, sloppy, stanky, nasty, unemployed,
and he has herpes.
Oh God, you didn't tell me.
I didn't tell you he has herpes.
He got herpes.
Yes.
So he's not high value?
No.
Girl.
No, when you see him, he's not high value. No, he nasty.
According to Kevin Samuels,
he the one that was talking about fucking Pinky.
Oh,
No, he posted a status. He posted a status this morning that was talking about how it was that he was like, I hate when a girl puts herself on mute when she got a pee. Nah, girl, I want to see how powerful that pussy is.
So much work to do.
So if you're lost and you're looking for direction in your life, especially like your love life, I can help you. All right. For any of the Black men out there that are looking for someone to help continue leading them on their journey to enlightenment so that you can evolve and prepare for advancement into becoming a high value man, I'm the person for you. So I know we already kind of answered this, but other than our services, let's just give people some information, which is what types of spiritual defense do Black women have when it comes to people like Kevin Samuels and his followers, like with herbs or
Well, I
maybe
was
there's something
gonna
that you
say,
make.
well, the first line of defense against that shit is,
Steer clear.
exactly.
Log
Log off.
off.
That's it. That's the first thing is log off. I wish there was a damn dislike button. You know what I mean? Like that's the first line of defense. Be intentional about everything that you digest.
Budget your energy.
Meter
As
your
I say.
energy. All of those things. Absolutely. That's the first line of defense. But as far as herbs and stuff go, Houngan, I really can't even I'd have to take a moment. I can't even apply it to that because this ain't that. It's not even as serious. Like if that shit sound crazy, it is. Keep scrolling. Do be careful what you be intentional about everything that you digest. Like I'm not gonna sit up. Mother Teresa said something, and I'm actually not a huge Mother Teresa fan.
She was born on my birthday,
but because I've done some reading, and so But anyway, Mother Teresa said something. She said, "Don't invite me to an anti-war rally, but I will be more than happy to come to your pro-peace rally." Okay. So what that says to me is, fuck anything that doesn't feel good. In any way, no matter how you remix it. I don't want to have nothing to do with war. Don't invite me to your anti-war rally. Don't invite me to your rallies where you're talking about anti whatever the fuck. Because if I'm not fucking with it, I don't want to come to the anti rally and I don't want to come to the for rally. But if it aligns with what I'm aligning with, which is peace, then I'm there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the same is true for Kevin Samuels and anyone like him. If what you're talking about doesn't speak to me, if you're describing a woman who's gonna die alone, that ain't me. If you're describing a woman who's gonna be by herself, who doesn't bring anything to the table, who needs to dumb herself down and not talk about her accomplishments and all of these things that you're describing that are repellent to my soul, I'm not even dealing with it. So I don't. So therefore, the only thing for me to do is to scroll past it and find something that I do align with.
Well, I think that if a woman is finding herself listening to such foolishness, I think that we have to explore what's wrong. There seems to be a solar plexus issue. You have an issue with your self-esteem. There may also be a crown chakra issue where you are not in contact with your ori. And then you would come to me so that I can help you address that. If you are in a situation where you are surrounded by negativity or men like Kevin Samuels,
And this is who you're looking to for healing.
For healing, then we have a lot more work to do than some herbs.
Yeah.
I really need to go in and do a diagnostics on what is wrong, and let's focus on you. Let's get your self-esteem up. Could I give you a mojo bag that may take some of the energy that you had that you are receiving and transform it into what you need? Sure, but if you're going to continue to listen to it, if you're going to go against the work that is being done, could I do a candle? Could I do a head cleansing? Can I give you a bath? Sure. But if you're going to go against the work, it's not going to work. So the very first thing that you have to do is step away from it. Turn it off. Turn the foolishness off. Stop listening to it. And then tune into somebody that is speaking positive or speaking life into you.
Yeah.
Don't listen to foolishness. Don't even yield to it.
And Houngan, the question that you asked itself and part of your response, Priestess Peach, makes me want to just say this. You guys think, when I say you guys, I'm talking to a lot of people in the community. I'm speaking specifically to members of the Orisha Hoodoo Facebook group and Melanated Witchcraft Facebook group. You guys think that a candle and a mojo bag can turn your life around. And it cannot, and it will not. And I could sell them to you all day. If that's what I was about, I'd have been a billionaire, okay? Because people will buy anything, and these women have so many issues that you could sell them almost anything if you told them it was gonna help them get their man back, or it was gonna help them lose weight real quick, or it was gonna keep them bitches at work from talking about them. You get what I'm saying? But what you guys don't understand is that yes, you can move energy and you can do spiritual work, and there are things that can be created for you and made for you that will assist you in that, but you got to do the work. That's why I say all the time, magic ain't magic, baby. It's work. We're not talking about sleights of hand. We're not talking about making things appear out of thin air. We're talking about transforming your life, and not only that, your bloodline. Because through you, the ancestors have returned, and they gonna keep coming. What are you doing to make sure that the next time they come to this motherfucker, it's better?
And I think the biblical way to say that is faith without works is dead.
So all the mojo bags in the world are not gonna help you get a man if you feel too fucked up to have one. Period. Period. And that's whether Kevin Samuels is saying it in his way or whether I'm saying it in mine. Sis, if you are not ready to have a man, to have a relationship, if you are not set up to deal with another person intimately in a way that's reciprocal, in a way that's beneficial to yourself and to him and to those who are you're responsible for, then no mojo bag is gonna help you have that. If you're with the wrong partner, somebody that's energetically not beneficial to you, then all of the bring him back spells in the world are not gonna give you what you're looking for. He can come back and your life be worse.
You can ask me to do things or give you things to help draw love to you, but if you're a messed up person,
Yep.
if you are not healed, if you are not okay, guess what you're going to attract? The same energy that you carry. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can buy all the love oil, all the drawing mojo bags.
Yoni's things.
You can do all of that, baby. But if that soul ain't right, if you ain't did your shadow work, honey, you're gonna attract.
You got to do the work.
Low value men.
Yep.
And men
Who
that
make $100,000.
who make $100,000. If that,
be in the house by your damn self, echoing through that bitch because it's 4,000 square feet and you lonely as hell.
lonely and sad. That's mine.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all then. I mean, if you an independent woman, holla. Oh yeah. If you hate your baby daddy, holla. Oh yeah. If you listen to Kevin Samuels, holla. Oh yeah.
Hey,
And he did.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with you.
Okay. That was
So awful.
I wasn't taking a moment of silence or anything.
Oh
I just
my
wanted to let
God.
you know.
There wasn't an actual moment of silence. You were just looking through the list.
Yeah, I was just looking through the list of questions for Kevin Samuels. I mean,
Well, somebody's sad about Kevin. He got some people grieving for him.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
that's not our business.
so was his death as impactful as Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston?
Oh,
for you?
Hell no. Don't ever disrespect those August Leo and Virgos, the August greats. Don't do that.
So what are his followers? With his followers mobilizing themselves and being so outspoken? What are we learning about this? Like, what is God trying to teach us just by his followers finding their identity in?
Well, I'm going to be
Bold,
honest with
being
you,
bold.
Houngan. I'm really not that, I am generally unplugged, Anything that I watch or listen to is my choosing. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch TV.
You don't date high value men?
I got a husband who is, so I'm not interested in high value men.
But you just asked Cameron to be your boyfriend.
But that's different because I need a boyfriend and a husband.
Hello.
Anyway, seriously, I'm not plugged in. I don't really know what people are saying about Kevin Samuels, other than he died. Like I said, my honey told me this morning that people were saying that he had heart trouble and stuff like that. Not heart trouble, that he drank Red Bull that could have led to heart trouble. I don't know what people are saying. I'm just using my intelligence and intuition to understand that now, a gap has been created by his absence because there were people that tuned into him and his platform. And so I guess my reaction is that, I pray that those people will seek out help, assistance, and get into where they need to go. I mean, shoot, maybe I need to start doing some dating coaching. Because I ain't never been without a man.
Maybe you do. I think that once you fix the person, I think that that person can naturally attract what it is that they want. I think when you teach a person how to move energy and how to command energy, how to manifest, how to pray, I think that we can get anybody to change. But I look at Donald Trump and all the followers he had. This man influenced these people to climb up on to cause an insurrection. So
I mean, but okay, yeah. And I'm not mad at him because guess what? I can sit up here and spew all kinds of foolishness and fuckery. And if people follow me and I tell them to go do some stupid shit and they want to go do it, that's their business. You know what I mean? Like people, like the analogy of sheeple or a sheep jumping off a cliff and the whole flock going behind him, like, that's real, right? That sheep will do that.
Yeah.
They will fall over the edge of a cliff. Like people are the same way. People will follow whatever gives them what they need, whatever feels good. So it's like, don't shoot the messenger. There are people who heard something and were empowered by something that Kevin Samuels said. And so, God bless those people. I hope it works out. But he gone now, so what y'all gonna do? OrishaHoodoo.com. BSN, BlackSpectrumNetwork.com.
I don't think they could pay me enough.
AfricanMagicSchool.com.
I don't think they could pay me enough to mentor those men. Those type men that were so deep into his
I could
logic.
mentor their ass. I could mentor their ass. The first thing, send me a picture of your dick. Secondly, send me a picture of the last 3 months of your bank statement. Then send me a picture of your refrigerator.
We don't offer magical BDSM.
No, but I'm just being serious. Like, I got a whole list of things. Send me all this stuff so I can truly evaluate you. And then let's talk. I could work with those men. I do the same damn thing that Kevin Samuels was trying to do to Black women, except I would do it from a place of healing and love and let you know that before you can call yourself high value, we need to do this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how much would you charge for that, though?
Oh, girl. I mean, probably about $250 an hour. I would do $250.
I'm sure Ian and I can work with him.
You'll be better to do it than me.
Yeah, I can work with y'all. Look, if you listen to Kevin Samuels and you feel like you're caught in the matrix and you're looking for a way out, I'm the person that will help you.
Because what I don't want is some man who's 5'6" with a 6-inch penis trying and
driving a Toyota Corolla
and $4,200 in the bank trying to ask me what I bring to the table. That's what I will not tolerate. I won't tolerate that. And Kevin Samuels got men thinking that they can do that kind of shit.
Especially if
because a woman is 35. Because I'm 35, you can be 5'6" with no dick and no money. And I'm supposed to be happy that you chose me? Nigga, I got batteries and bitches that I have fun with. No, sir.
And that is the reading.
So I guess we're not gonna look at no Kevin Samuels clips and do reactions.
We can.
Well, I ain't got no Kevin Samuels clips.
Well, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Because you don't listen to Kevin Samuels.
What are you talking about then?
Oh, we can find one. We're gonna find one right here.
No, this gin is making me hot.
It does make you hot, right?
Yeah.
That's what y'all get for drinking that bullshit.
What do you mean?
I don't drink.
Thanks, Google. Pick it out.
I don't be drinking on camera. That'd be y'all ass.
Yeah, make sure you specify
on
camera. Don't do us.
Let's see what we got here.
Blind women who still believe that all the leverage is still on their side and men got to impress you.
I just can't even stand to watch people.
It's okay.
It's making my skin crawl.
Got news for you. You ladies have to impress men. We don't have to impress you.
Just come on, breathe.
That's
Breathe
the story
through it.
that's been told to you ladies. That happy wife, happy life. You got all these guys out here telling you what you want to hear. But I'm going to tell you, high value, productive men, productive, competitive, successful men aren't going out working 10, 12, 14-hour days and then coming home playing Joe in the bedroom.
Please pause.
Rubbing your back and massaging your toes and all this other kind of stuff. Girl, please.
Girl,
That's
please.
exactly what you realize
I
say,
rebuke
girl, please, you're lucky if you get 5 minutes.
That's all he got. Because the nigga got high blood pressure and his dick don't work. All 6 inches of it. And he working, why is he working 14 hours anyway? He needs to let me teach him how to get some motherfucking money. Why are you working 14-hour days?
Outside of the black community,
why is nobody saying that? Why are people listening to him?
Maybe because he dressed.
I mean, seriously.
Dressed nice.
He's talking about a man coming home after working 14 hours. I don't want that man.
Do you believe that there are men that are truly attracted to heavy-set women?
Sure. I know for a fact. He'll be here in a couple of hours, actually. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? He's saying men don't like it.
Not the majority.
Not the
There are
majority.
also men who are attracted to midgets.
Y'all.
Like it or not, ladies, men have evolved the way we've evolved. Are there women who are truly attracted to shorter men? Are there women who are attracted to broke men?
No.
Yeah, women are attracted to men.
Weight is something you can control. That's why you need to get as fit as you can get and as pretty as possible, and the girl power movement needs to come back. You need to be a woman with a girl on the inside. Girly. The smaller the woman, the bigger the ring.
I'm from Memphis and I got married and they said we whole niggas.
What did he say about the smaller the woman as these 2 carats sparkle? What did he say?
Who's a high earner.
VVS motherfucker, what are you talking about?
Who's a high value man. See, being high value requires more than just money. It requires having money over a certain period of time, having a network of high value men and other people, it all being LinkedIn level.
LinkedIn level? Did he say LinkedIn level, social media network level?
And being useful to others and the group.
Which group?
Okay? That's what it requires. So it's more than just money.
Hit the gym, ladies. Y'all see the comments?
6 figures. Most high value men are really in the, I don't want to go down that path. So if a man has to get out here and make himself high value, that starts around 40.
40 what? 40 years?
So now you want me to have a whole
nigga.
You honestly think a man who's had to go work for 10 years plus to build himself into the top 10% of men is going to turn around and accept an average overweight woman? No different than a woman who the top 10% of women is going to accept an average earning man.
Why is he focused on earning? Is he talking about money? Some people are so poor, all they have is money. He's a fucking idiot. Really? Is he basing his whole platform on somebody making 6 figures or not? Nigga did that when I was 24. What are we talking about?
I've already done that show. How long should one wait to date after? How long should one wait to date after marriage, having children? I don't know what that means. What advice do you have for young men coming into the dating market? Don't. You're too young to date. 18 to 30. You need to have your head down, working 60 hours minimum per week.
Oh my God. No, he's not talking to my sons.
Earning.
You're not teaching my sons that.
Things fail, earn, try better. Find hookup is at best. You're not in a position to have a relationship. You can't afford it. You don't have time to wait. Why is it when a man turns down a woman sexually, women demand an explanation? I'm gonna get on that one. Let me say,
Christ of Nazareth.
Houngan, that man,
Jesus.
that was all.
So what is your response to that?
That was all fucking ridiculousness. First of all, he's strictly basing a person's value on how much money they earn, which I think is completely ridiculous. Because money, like I said, a dollar bill burns in 94 seconds. What are you going to do with money? Money is a representation of energy, and we use energy to create conditions. Not one time did I hear him talking about building generational wealth, acquiring property, creating institutions, creating a legacy and trust for the ancestors who will return. Not one time did I hear him say anything about a person's physical and mental and spiritual health, somebody's emotional health. He's talking about women being overweight, which could lead to health, but that's not, which could be connected to health, but that's not how he addressed it. You're trying to shame women for not fitting some picture of beauty that has been created for us by our oppressors, which is not attainable because it don't have nothing to do with us in the first place.
Hello.
I cannot with him. He's too ignorant for me. And then he's talking about a man coming home from a 14-hour day at work, wanting a skinny ass bitch. Nigga, if you've been at work 14 hours a day, you ain't had that's 14 hours that you haven't had to be with me. I don't want a man that's working 14 hours. I want a man that's an innovator, that's getting his money digitally or some other type of way.
Yeah, no, I think that because I mean, the clips I've seen where he describes a high value man, it's not. Definitely, I'm saying to myself, like, that's not
what
me.
I consider high value.
Yeah, that's not.
Now I fuck with the farmers. He can't be my boyfriend, but I love you. And if you out there on that tractor in that field for 14 hours a day, I think you should have a beautiful wife who's gonna love and support you and give you everything that you need. But that ain't the man for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm attracted to institution builders. I think that a man has to be industrious and enterprising. And, I do think that, I'll say this, it's hard to be, I can imagine somebody being sovereign and then working 14 hours a day. It's just the person, the type of person that he's describing as a mid-level professional is kind of like caught up in the rat
Exactly.
race.
As entrepreneurs, we understand.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna work 16 hours days. I get that, but guess what? I can do that with my honeys in the I can do that while we're on the beach. I can do that in all kinds of other situations. So a man coming home from work after being in a cubicle for 16 hours I don't consider him high value at all. Y'all can have him. That's not that, because he is in the matrix. That's not what I want in the first place. Mm-hmm. He's not speaking freedom and sovereignty. He's not speaking elevation and expansion. He's talking about fitting into this paradigm that these people who brought us over here in chains have traded those in for cubicles. I'm not interested in that at all.
No,
He's not talking to me. That ain't even the kind of man I want. That he's not high value.
Kevin Samuels has this idea of what a woman and a man should be, and it's just not realistic for people in 2000. It's not idealistic for millennials, and
definitely not for millennials.
And
if you can get them to work 8 hours.
Hello.
If you can get them to work 8 hours straight, you're doing good.
Exactly. And the type of men, the type of millennial men that follow him are out of touch. They're out of date. They're fat. They're not in shape. Or if they are in shape, that's the only thing that they have going for them is their looks. And
that means that he's spending 14 hours at the office and 2 hours at the gym. So he's coming home at 8 o'clock at night, and you're supposed to have cooked, with your fine ass, because you can't have an extra pound and no acrylics either. And you supposed to serve this nigga dinner at 8 o'clock
and be hot and ready like a Little Caesars pizza at night when it's time to go to bed
by 11 because he got to be at work at got to get up at 6 to fight.
So when you supposed to have time to work out? When you supposed to have time to take care of yourself, and he at work working 14 hours, who's taking care of the children? He's
not even talking about what I consider high value. So that clip was very helpful because now I realize that there is a huge difference even between the men that he's considering high value and what I consider high value, Houngan. Like, he's not even speaking to me.
It's unfortunate. But I honestly think that
he's talking about some dude that's the director of projects at fucking Wachovia. I'm sorry.
I mean,
some bitch will be glad to get up, but not me.
Let me see. I think I got another clip.
Oh, Lord.
The Google career certificate changed my life.
Let's see. Black Social Network reacts to Kevin Samuels.
Was their support that I needed. I made
Google ads.
But Houngan, are you gonna put those commercials into the video so they'll know what we're reacting to?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the little post up, the little image. Let me see. What does he have to say?
Well, Well, at least he dressed
Sometimes they
nice.
both know about it.
Yes.
But there's children at stake. There is a business at stake. There is safety at stake. So they put aside whatever temporary things go on and stay together because there's a bigger picture here.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't quite get that. And I think a lot of people go into marriage saying, okay, I'm attracted to this person right now. I'm sexually attracted. I like sleeping with the person. But at some point, that's probably going to fade away.
Yes.
And then what do you have? And if the relationship is just based on sex, it's just not going to last. Not forever.
Nope.
You'll have a good run. But at some point, you're left with a person. And I think what also happens is, in the same way that women are quote unquote groupies of certain types of men are groupies for certain types of women.
Okay.
So men will pursue, how I said earlier, the hot girl. Lori Harvey is the hot girl right now. Chloe Bailey is one of the hot girls right now. You love the idea of that person. You see them on Instagram. There's a lot of Photoshop and filters that go on. That's not really how the person looks.
Nope.
That's not really how their body or face really looks. You don't know what their personality is like. You don't know what their habits are like. You want to, and I'm not just talking about the big, whoever that is in your life. Maybe it's the local hot girl in your high school or your college or whatever. You get obsessed and you become a groupie of this person. And then when you finally deal with that person, you realize I was just in love with the idea.
Right.
As opposed to the reality of it. Like, for example, I think that's what happened with Kanye. I think Kanye loved the idea of having the hottest chick, out there, the
Right.
most desirable woman, period, who I think, and Kim, I think really changed the way we look at beauty. Before Kim, a voluptuous
You like what the fuck?
white girl wasn't really celebrated like that.
Right.
Not really, not all across the board.
Well, I would put it this. One, I would be surprised if they get back together. Put a pause there. Because they have so much stuff outside of what they're. You have, from what I understand, Kanye is a bit of a complex personality. So if she's able to deal with them, I get to talk to more women who have been on the side of that 8, 9, or 10, even the adjustable 6 or higher, who have had access to all these men.
See, I don't
And
even
they're
like how
saying,
he's
"I wish I
rating
stayed with
women.
the guy I met early."
That's why we don't
And
listen to
what we're
him.
also
Sitting there a whole
doing
ass
is we
3
have
and a
these
half.
conversations about. I have that conversation about sex. All right, what are you willing to give up if attraction wasn't there? And see, the conversations we tend to have are conversations that are about longevity, not just the short-term stuff. And because those things aren't being talked about a lot, it makes us a viral moment, some interesting conversations. But I think what we're doing more than anything else is getting the conversation started between men and women. And the refreshing thing about my show is it is obvious that men want women. They want to be married. It is obvious that many women are saying, I want to have a relationship. We just don't know how. We've had the last 40, 50 years tout the individual, tout do what you want, live your best life, and that kind of stuff. And say, how do we correct this to get the outcomes you possibly want if you want something different? And that's what it really comes down to. I talk to a lot of women. What do you want? I don't judge what it is you want. I don't judge any of that. But can you get it?
Yes, because there are no limits. You can have whatever you want.
I also have a very thing that I really dislike is when women come onto my show and crap on average guys. That happens every week. And that's when I tend to get upset. Because I'm sitting here being told, you have to say it this way or that way, or you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that. But then you have women who are looking at men who are firefighters, policemen, military, computer programming, science, engineering, technology, and math. They call him lame, corny, goofy, dusty, this, that. Average guys getting crapped on, and I'm like, no, wait a minute. Everybody can't be this high value man. There are only so many of these guys. What about the rest of them?
Okay.
And when we can make average guys cool and make average looking women who are average looking or cute women who are cute women not feel like they're losing something or settling or getting with people who are around that same level, then we got a little progress.
Okay. Now, one thing that I will say that I agree with him.
Oh shit!
Yeah, one
Oh,
thing
shit.
I will say that I agree with him on is I'm tired of women overlooking average men too. I'm tired of women who feel like the manager at Walgreens is lame and that they'd rather date a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever that is that happens in our community where guys who aren't flashy or popular
Saucy.
or Instagram famous, you know, or exceedingly comfortable or wealthy, right? Where those guys kind of get looked down upon. Like, I think that's stupid. But that's why I say we have to change the metrics. We have to change what the indices that we are judging these men by, because it's far more important that a man be somebody that's gonna protect you, not break your heart and leave you and have babies all over the world like a rapper, you know, some rappers that we spoke about earlier. It's far more important that a man be able to actually provide for you on a regular basis and consistently than the bad boy that's gonna be in the street, you know, selling it a bag at a time.
Absolutely.
You know, it's far more important that a man know how to actually do something with his hands
Absolutely.
to secure, you know, his home, to be able to hang drywall and fix the window if it breaks and make sure ain't nobody gonna kick your door in. That's far more important than having somebody who got, you know, a collection of Gucci belts. Like, yeah, we have to change the way that we're judging one another, but the only way to do that is just to go back to basics. You know what I'm saying? Like survival, literally. Because y'all, Africans in America, not just Africans in America and African Americans, actually this whole paradigm that there's a global shift and it's shifting away from America, but I'm not even gonna go there. But this whole paradigm that we live under, the things that we value, the things that we work towards, that we invest in energetically, financially, and otherwise, very little of those things have to actually do with surviving and thriving as human beings. You know, we put garbage into our body. We don't even eat real food. Having a woman that knows how to not only cook food for her family, but be able to select what's going to be healthy, you know, to keep her man from having erectile dysfunction, just for example, you know, or to keep her children from having hyperactivity that gets them in trouble in school. Just even those type of basic knowledge, that stuff that we don't deal with anymore, because we drop by the store on the way home and grab some shit that we can pop into the microwave or the oven and give it to them real quick, because we're giving these people 12 and 13 hours of our time every day. So what I'm saying is that as a culture, we have to really kind of reinvent the wheel in terms of what a high value partner is.
Yeah.
That's what that tells me, because it doesn't have anything to do with how much money the man makes. It's like, can he protect and provide? You know what I'm saying? Priestess, can we go back to the Bible? Like, what is a husband supposed to do? Protect and provide.
Exactly.
Can he do those things? And can he do it in a way that feels good to me? Because that's
Can
the
he
other
do it
thing.
with less than 6 figures?
He can do it
He
with
can
less
do
than
it
six
in less
figures.
than
He
6
can do it
figures.
with less than 6 figures. I always, y'all know, if you listen to my teachings and you're familiar with what I say, stop praying for money anyway. Money is just numbers on a screen and little pieces of paper that burn in 94 seconds. You need to pray for conditions. You need to create conditions that you want to enjoy and experience. You need to create legacies so that people coming in behind you, because one of the 16 principles of Ifa teaches us that we keep coming back right? So as the ancestors return, you want to make sure that their walk is a little bit easier than it was the last time. So you have the benefit of the same when you come back. So it's not about numbers on a screen or money in a briefcase. It's about what kind of conditions are you creating? Do you have some land that you can grow food on? Do you have a structure on that land that's paid for that can't nobody come and take from you? You have some equipment that can move cars and do shit, dig holes and trenches around your stuff in case you have to protect yourself and build an island around you and the rest of the world when it starts going crazy. Like, we got to start really thinking about what it means to be wealthy. Do you know how to sew? Can you make your own clothes? Or are you going to lose your mind when the mall shuts down? Like, we're so ill prepared for actual life. You know,
and
what I
not just
mean?
talking about having guns.
Not just talking about having guns. It's not just about guns, because if we just kill each other, then there's nothing to fight for anyway. I'm talking about surviving and thriving.
So why do you think that one of the qualifications for being a high value man is not having a big penis?
You're of no value to me if you don't have a big penis. That's just me personally, though. I mean, I'm just being serious. Like, I know, like, yeah, it's kind of funny, but like, I'm just saying, like, me as a woman, I am very interested in having a beautiful and abundant and enjoyable sex life. And so for me, the highest value man is going to be able to please me physically. And I just don't think that a little bitty penis can do that. But that's just me. Some women don't need sex in the same way. They can deal with other things, So yeah.
Why do you think it was left off, Peach?
Because I don't think he has one or had.
Fucking high five.
Well, okay, we're gonna look at another reaction from a different person.
Oh, baby, because he didn't even put that on his list. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he say
But
that?
he was talking about us and how we
Thank
look
you.
and overweight.
Why wouldn't he talk
and-
about a man?
Yeah.
Girl, that wasn't lost on me. I'm just glad you brought it up, because
I'm just keeping it funky. I'm
Right.
just keeping it a book.
Thank
He
you.
didn't say that because he ain't have.
He
one.
didn't even mention it. Oh, that's my bitch. Oh, I love her.
And really twist her and bend her like she's a pretzel and give her the
I love
gratification
her.
she needs. She's going to be hooked and think that that's love or a deeper root level. She's going to become sexually, mentally, and emotionally attached. Although he ain't no good, and this other man she with provides for her, take care of children that ain't even his, that woman will still sneak and get that penis power from him. But what she doesn't realize is, we have to deal with our attachments and separate the love, the orgasm, and the penis. They are separate issues. Because if we're in a lower level of it and we hooked on the penis power, and this man won't even buy you some shrimp from Long John Silver's and what that plate, what, $2.99? Or he can give you a mouthful of sperm and a rectum full of sperm, and he won't give you a white bread. It's like, we have to see what our issue is, because a man like that doesn't respect a woman. Yeah, he'll hit her, but if a man is having sex with you and he had the opportunity to be with you, or he's an ex, so that means he had you before the other man that's providing for you could get to you. And all he's offering you is a side of penis when he can sneak in and out your man bed, not your man house. That man ain't got no respect for you, and he know you don't have none for yourself, but because you're so hooked on him and you're hooked on the penis, you will sacrifice and sell yourself out to let him come in the back door. Or let him come in lunch or come in the dog. When your real man that don't have the same penis power is handling all the expenses. So a woman thinks she getting
High value versus low value.
sex, but she really playing herself. And he playing her. Because it ain't about her. It's about his ego and about his penis and his testicles and how many notches he can get up on his belt to brag about. Remembers. That's why it's
And you know that's
saying
my
in the
mama,
show,
right?
don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina.
Oh my God.
And you know
Oh God, she goes in on this
but
video.
See, every man may not know, because he might not have a penis to really know how to hit that bottom, or have the lift to hit that bottom and work that middle with a woman. She spread her legs wide and she starts screaming, saying, "Yeah, daddy, that's it." And she might start cursing or screaming out all types of profanities because he done hit the bottom. And now her mind, she insane. Her mind ain't good because the penis done ejaculated all in her brain. She's gonna pray body remembers it. Just like a man will put a woman over doggy style, maybe get a mirror or something. Then they start hitting that woman from the back or on her back. They hitting her. Then they start talking. They start saying all kind of stuff to her while they hitting her. And see, that woman is being seduced. She being seduced. He's breaking her down, man. He is screwing her into submission. He's screwing her into slavery by using the penis as a weapon to break her ass down. And her defenses, I mean, she wide open with a penis all up in your vagina. Man, you don't have no defenses. Unless you just really are thinking, and this is not about the money experience, so she's a prostitute. Then she's working it just for a benefit. But when a woman is really liking this man and she's feeling him and what he's doing, especially if she's sneaking around with him and he has nothing to give her and her man is treating her better than he has already got her defenses down, but she's very
This is really cool.
She ain't lying.
The man to get you in while he's thrusting the penis in and out. Who is it? Whose vagina is it? Who it belong to?
Say my name.
Why I say who? And then the woman start calling out the
What her name is? Peaches? Oh, shit.
Different size. Because she's remembering and trying to recapture that experience. Just like I said, you don't want to let everybody hit that ball. You don't want to let everybody spank you and talk to you all kind of ways. Because women, especially when that man pull it back, won't give you the penis no more. Women will be all in the bed at night trying to sleep, tossing and turning, they dreaming about it. Lord have mercy, they wake up out their sleep and they dreamt the man done this to somebody else. And the thought of that, is devastating. That woman heart hit the beat.
There ain't that many high value men out here.
She can't hardly catch her breath. Just to think about that man done rationed that out and laid that out for somebody else and picked them up and talked to them too. And spanked them. Having the PhDs and master degrees to put on my wall in academia, but I have a master degree in being played by men, used by men, told everything I wanted to hear to get me in a position. And I am, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna be real about it. I'm very upset by being made a fool out of. We're about to close now. But is there something? I didn't let you talk very much. But you let me talk.
So yeah, now we have to talk about that. So high value men.
So I think
sometimes that clip was just basically explaining that high value men are scarce. Okay, they will fuck.
That's not what that damn clip was about. That clip was about some good dick.
Yeah, but that's high value.
That was a different thing.
Because she said if you can have a man that's making 6 figures, he taking care of you, providing for your kids, all of it. But then you meet a real high value man, because y'all said he left the requirement off of there, having a big dick.
That was just one.
But when you meet a real high value man,
that was just one of the requirements that he left off of there. And size is not the only thing. Like, come on, Peach, you can have a big dick and not know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Don't have no rhythm.
But he did leave that part off, and I think that's very telling for him as this coach of men and women, and how men and women should relate and interact with one another. I think it's extremely telling that he doesn't list that as a requirement of a high value man. But what's her name? Alexis Tyler? What's her name? Alexis Tyler. What Alexis Tyler was talking about was just one valuable aspect of a man that I think that we as women can all appreciate. And that's a man that can lay some motherfucking pipe.
I mean,
but
it's on the list,
scarce.
but it's no, it ain't scarce. It's not scarce, but it's on the list. But it's not what you would base a relationship off of.
Like Kevin Samuels said, you don't want to base it because if you base a relationship on sex,
no, you don't want to base it on that any more than you want to base it on how much money he earns.
Yeah, but you do need to be sexual compatible with this.
Absolutely, and you need to be satisfied.
Absolutely.
I love her so much, though. I get such a kick out of watching her videos because, boy, she ain't never lied.
And then he started talking.
Then he started talking to you, and y'all bent over. And
What's her name? Peaches?
oh my God, girl.
Ooh, that was hilarious.
Hilarious.
All
But-
right. We end here.
No, we're not ending here because I just need to say one thing. The thing that I need to say is that Kevin Samuels left that off of the list for a reason. And I never thought about it until y'all pointed that out. But I think that
How you never thought about it? You done had the bottom of your vagina hit. Remember, there's a cellular memory.
of course I got the bottom of my vagina hit. I'm talking about Kevin Samuels.
Your ovaries remember that rhythm.
I'm talking about Kevin Samuels.
Intestines jump.
And I'm talking about the fact that, you know, when he's describing this high value man, he didn't say anything about physical compatibility. He didn't say anything about, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? The male presence and ability. You know what I'm saying? A man can literally make you want to submit to him
Absolutely.
by having you submit to him in other situations. There's something to that. Why didn't Kevin Samuels mention that?
Well, I leave you all with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Gave mercy to these hoes. What would Jesus do? I've been your host for today, Quintarius Shakir, otherwise known as Houngan. Fuck, I almost forgot my name. Joined by
Priestess Osun Funke Iyanifa.
otherwise known as Lake Geneva, and then we have Priestess Peach Blossom,
Queen Priestess Reverend Peach Blossom.
otherwise known as the Mississippi River. And I am here to remember shit. Yeah. The camera done
It
recording.
stopped at the perfect time,
It
though.
did,
You
it
can fix
did.
that.
Oh well.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. And I cannot believe you played Alexis Tyler. I was not expecting that. That's my bitch, though.
I think it went well with the Kevin
I
Samuels.
wouldn't mute her. We should try to
She's
reach
in
out to
Atlanta.
her. I know.
She's in Atlanta.
Yeah, she is. We need to reach out to her. We need to
You
have
got
her come in and do a workshop, baby. I love her. I swear I
She
do.
tells it like it is.
Okay, y'all, we're taking a break. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Peach, mute these TV. I mean these cameras.
Too easy. Well, shit, how I do that?
You mute it and then just tilt your screen down so they can't see.